to fret level or not to fret level? That is the question. I'd use it. Hold on one second. All right. So I was going over the neck on the Tonic, and I took the rocker and I was going over the spots that seemed a little bit low. So what I ended up doing is I took my feeler gauge, and in my last video I said it probably was like maybe 2 to 3 thousandths of a difference on the low fret. Well, actually it was about 5 thousandths difference. So I don't really know what 5 thousandths difference on a low fret would be, so I ended up doing a fret leveling job on it anyways. So here's that. Oh, that part's done already? Well, of course you can't have a fret leveling without doing a fret crowning afterwards, right? Oh, that part's done too? Wow. Well, and then after a fret crowning, well, you gotta do some type of fret polishing, right? These are done with the fret erasers. Oh, and there's always the fun part, polishing with power tools. Alright, so I have the frets leveled, crowned, and polished. They came out really nice. I mean, I can't ask for anything better than that. And now it's time to add a little bit of oil to the fretboard. I'm using the Dunlop 65 lemon oil and a crappy microfiber cloth. As you can see, this side here has kind of like a pulled to it, and this side here is pretty flat. These are the crappy microfibers. These are the ones I use for doing all the shit jobs, which are throwaway rags. So what I'm going to do is get this thing nice and wet. I used to use the pad on it, but the pad kind of wore out, so I don't do it that way anymore. Sometimes I'll use a Q-tip. Sometimes I'll use a rag. Try to squeeze this out. And start giving this thing a little bit of oil, because it kind of needs it. Now I'm going to let the oil soak into this thing, wipe off the excess, and then go ahead and add more if I need to. Who knows when the last time this thing was ever oiled. And see, it's kind of a dirty little fretboard, isn't it? So I don't want to use the dirty side and put the dirt back into the fretboard. So I find a clean spot on the rag and continue to wipe it in. Yeah, it's getting better. Now even on the top where the nut is over here, there's a little bit of rosewood, so I want to add a little bit of oil to that as well. And it's soaking it in. I can see it soaking it in. So I'm going to have to add some more right now to it, just so I can get it to even out a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Let that soak in really good. And like I said, wipe it off, then reapply if needed. Make sure you get on each side of the fret, up close. Otherwise, with a dirty fretboard, you start playing the guitar. See, I got to get rid of that. See how dirty that is? I mean, I started with this, ended up with this. So what I got to do is I got to clean this fretboard. Otherwise, when you start playing the guitar, your fingers start getting dirty from the oil that's on the fretboard. So I'm going to add a little bit more in another spot on the rag. I hate these bottles. It's got a little bit of a plunger inside there. Work that into the wood real nice. Let it soak. So I'll let this soak overnight and check it out tomorrow and see what it looks like. If it still needs more oil, then, you know, it needs more oil. Not much I can do or say about that. So put this back. Dropped my rosewood dust. So I do have a little bit of an unboxing going on right now, or unbagging. So here is some parts that are for this guitar. Now I found out that I'm not going to be able to use the Schaller switch. This is a Schaller S model mega switch, and I found out that this is for like strats. I guess that's what the S is for. So I won't be using that. I got to find a different one, and I'll pick that up soon. But right now, let's see what this is. Package in a package. Alright, so here is my CTS, and this one's the 500K. Which one is this one? Can't see it. I cannot see worth a shit. That's one 500K. Let's see what this one is. Okay, so this is the linear. That one is the linear. And this is the audio. Alright, so I got those. I've got a cap already put aside. And I'm not using the green one that's in this thing. And my kid's amp came today, which is kind of cool. And that is the... oh man, what was it? I can't can't remember. Oh, well, we'll find out when I do the unboxing, so stick around.